Made this wood lathe the other day. Got a wedge over here to lock the tailstock in place. Drill a screw in the end of my work to mount into the chuck. What I need though is a good way to drill a straight hole through my work so that this is centered and not wobbling around. I got some scrap pieces, old 2x4, a couple of head bolts off I think a Sunfire, a couple of lug nuts, I don't know what those are from, and a piece of bed frame left over from my forge stand. See if we can make something out of any of this. So the first thing I'm going to do is make this 2x4 here. Just got to go down between these. These two are clamped to what used to be 2x10s, but they're clamped together tight and they're not perfectly straight because they're standard construction lumber. And I'm going to take a little bit off just so this slides down in there. Now, this would be a lot easier if I had a planer, but I don't. So, this is my planer. Takes a little longer, makes a lot more dust, but it's effective. So, sits down in here, maybe. There we go. So that's what I want, fit down to there. Fairly tight, not too much play, but this is wood. It's not like finely machined metal components. Just clean these sides up here just to make it look pretty. As pretty as you can make it look with that in there. And we need to drill a couple of holes in there. I'm going to drill a couple of holes in this. Drop these guys in there. Hopefully. Just till that guy bottoms out. Knock that plug out. Fairly clean holes. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we'll go in with a longer bit, drill the rest of the way through. I know these are not wood bits. I'm willing to accept that. Need a drill press with longer stroke. Let's deal with what you got. Made a hole. That's all we're after right now. and 2 holes. So I've got the big holes here on this side. These guys will drop in. I might put a dab of glue or something in there to keep them from falling out later. That goes all the way through. I'm going to take the end off of these so this will go through. So normally you clamp up in the middle of the vise because the jaws will do that. If you clamp on one side it'll tweak and it won't hold as good, but I like to hold 2 at one time. Put them as far out as I can and see what that does, see if they hold them tight enough. Let's make some sparks. Bad. A little noisy. These aren't a perfect fit thread-wise. Their holes are slightly smaller, but the thread pitch is close enough. They'll go through easily, and I actually prefer it to be slightly loose because everything needs to be less precise that way. So I had a great idea on how to glue these in. So I'll use my glue gun because it's quick. And then I spent 2 hours looking for my glue sticks. So I'm not sure how exactly that worked out for me from a time perspective. But I think that'll work. I just need them to not fall out. All the forces when I'm using them will be pushing it back up into the wood. And I could have got that done with a glue stick that was already in there and saved myself 2 hours. These pins out. Found an old piece of mild steel. And I was playing with drawing a tang out on the forge. It's not good for anything, but scrap. So I want to chop it up. This thing got a little warm. Grinder wheel to go all the way through. Get them started there. how that's going to work. Keep him steady. Seems like it's time to rig the welder out. I think we'll just shoot for close and drill my holes accordingly when I'm ready. Yeah, let's see if his welder still works. More importantly, if I remember how to weld. And some wire feed issues there. I think we got her squared away now. Let's try this again. That ain't pretty, but it'll work. Not the prettiest welds I've ever done, but it's been a couple of years since I've really welded anything. That one came out pretty decent. Just a flux core welder. Actually doesn't look too bad. It's because the hole's drilled in this. So we can mount that all together. Should work good. .3/16 it is. These drill bits are cool until you get them bound up trying to back them out. See if this works. Alright. We'll touch up here and there. It's just like it ought. And spin the screws on the bottom. Adjust it up. Let's get a piece of wood in there, see what we can do. Alright. So using the adjusting screws on the bottom, fix the height of this. So slide my short work down here. I have it set centered on the dead stop, or the dead center. And over here, set at the center of the drill bit, which is only sticking out about maybe 1/4 of an inch. That way I don't have to worry about drill bit deflection. So, start it up and see if we can drill a hole. That'll help if I'll spin in the right direction. Got a good start there. With the final size, and then I've got a good part. Touch off. No, it looks pretty centered. The deck screws I use, that was a 3/16. Gives me plenty of thread engagement, but it's larger than the shank of the screw, so I'm not as worried about splitting the wood. It's bottomed out. Spin this way over. See what that looks like. A little off. Better than I was doing by hand. I actually got closer on the screw end than I did on the tailstock end. So the original, when I first made the lathe, this was my first piece, and the tailstock end came out pretty good, but you can see I was pretty far off on the screw mounted end. And with this fixture I've actually reversed that. Not dead center, but not too far off here. This end I actually got pretty far off. But for what it is, which is a prototype, I'm actually pretty happy with all that. See if we can make some stuff. This is a piece of red oak dowel I had laying around. This is probably a little overkill for a handle for a small triangle file. But what the heck?